Yo, what up YouTube? All right, let me do that again, one more roll. Yo, you gotta really get into it these days. I am in the shop. It is a little bit like an after hours, if you will, project right now, but I thought it would be really cool to walk you guys through a screen printing project. I don't know how many of you guys are into screen printing. I know most of our content is motorsports based content, but I actually had an order that I was screening, and then I just thought, why not make a video on it? I don't know why I haven't done this yet, so I just figured I would. So let's start with a little bit of a background on why Nate is even screen printing. So when I was younger, I'll try to keep this short to keep you guys, you know, whatever. So when I was younger, I basically got a job as a screen printer. I absolutely hated it. So tedious and time consuming and just it was difficult. So I was an operator of this exact machine for a really long time. It would allow me to basically, you know, create some orders, work really late hours, and then go out on like Friday, Saturday, Sunday to drift. That makes sense? You guys know what I mean? So it was like a little bit of a less than a 9 to 5, right? Like it wasn't like show up, clock in. It was more or less like, yo, we've got orders, get them in, get them out if you want to go drifting this weekend. So for me, it fit really well. I could work long days, long nights, and then go out on the weekends and try to, you know, better my drifting career. So long story short, flash forwarding, I kind of had an offer to buy back this exact machine. At that moment, I realized I could screen print gear and go drifting. And it kind of was a full circle moment for me. So I ended up getting, obviously, back the equipment. And that's when we started Rhythm Print Supply. I think, yeah, hence the hat, right? So Rhythm Print Supply is a company that me and Corey Denemy started. A little bit of background there. I basically went on my 10-year drifting spree and I did the same thing over and over again. And I just thought to myself, it would be cool to just take a little bit of a break, kind of, I guess, like realign myself, if you will. So I just wanted to change my life, and one of the things I knew how to do was to create gear. That was kind of the story of that. And then obviously it gets a little more complicated, sorry, but when I went 12 months straight, no drifting at all, I screen printed on this machine. I ended up being able to buy this machine. We expanded and we got embroidery. So a lot of things kind of were progressing, and people were enjoying the customer service and enjoying the products we were creating. And obviously we had a really fun time doing it. Then we launched the Endless Search for Tires tour, which a few really key sponsors got behind. And that obviously was just so difficult for me to balance both of them. If anybody knows what I mean, fucking let me know. But it's difficult. So these two programs take a lot. Drifting takes a lot. Screen printing is a lot of detail, customer service, you know, just, you could fuck some t-shirts up real quick. But anyways, with that kind of as the basis of this, I just wanted you guys to know 144's print house is still growing. I was able to work with a local company to fulfill orders while I was gone. And now I'm fighting and working my way back towards getting everything back in one house. So this is the current spot we're in. I will give you a little bit of foreshadowing. We're going to move. I know, one more time, but we're moving across this wall right here. So we're literally gonna stay at 1700 Shady Oaks. We're gonna be in Denton. We're signing a 3+ year lease, which is super exciting for us. And we will offer screen printing, embroidery, and we will have a bit of a drifting, you know, section in the back, which is really exciting. So it'll look like this, but just a little bit more condensed space, which obviously is more realistic for our growing brand. Anyways, let's get into screen printing. All right, I'm not exactly sure how nerdy to get, but I'll just keep it basic. And then for those screen printers out there, yell at me and we can get into more detail. So first things first, this is a Brown manufacturing machine from 1987. I think it is 87 or 89, 6 color. So for those who don't know and you screen with us, this is the point. I'm trying to get you guys to really understand the quality of classic t-shirt printing. So 1 color, right? 2 color, 3 color, 4 color, 5 color, 6 color. Back to the start. Moving on, let's check the shirts out. So here's the order. This is for Blake, and it's gonna be cool. It's a motorsports driven job, which I'm excited about. So essentially from here, I make sure that I have the gear. Boom, got the gear. Obviously I kind of prepped this just a little bit for the video. And then I have my screen. So for those who don't know, I wanted to talk a little bit about the screens. So here's our screen. Let's see if this will stay. Okay, this is our screen. This is mesh, right? So mesh goes all through the screen. Like basically if I was to take a blank screen, it would look like this, right? So it's mesh. And then the blue section you're seeing is what we call emulsion. So we lay the emulsion on the screen, you know, you lay it, it's cured in a dark room. It's just a coat of a chemical that will wash out with water given that it doesn't see light. I don't know, you'll get it. Here we have a done screen. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna tape up all of the edges. I taped up the screen, I loaded it on the machine, so here it is. The next thing I want to do is check it's called off contact. I'll show you what that is. So that would be this, it's so hard to see, this gap, like when the screen's up and when the screen comes down, there's a gap, right? It's kind of like how much camber are you running? But anyways, so this gap needs to be pretty tight. So I would like to adjust that by this here. And you'll notice that the screen can either go up or the screen can go down. All right, folks. That was basically warming up some ink and doing a test. So at this exact moment, I'm literally looking for like a little pinhole or a dot or anything that's not supposed to be there. And I found one, check it out. See that? Can you guys see that? Yep, yeah. That's it, that's all it takes. So this graphic is centered. It is now time to load all the shirts and basically get to work at this point. Okay, so that was one pass, and look what we got. The things that I'm looking for at this point are like how you can kind of see the shirt through the ink. But yeah, you can kind of see the shirt. So we're gonna send it to the flash. Swing it back around. And then from here, we'll do a second coat. I'm gonna go ahead and do 2 passes. And that's done. So there we have nice crispy white. Send it to the oven. A few more left and this order will be done. Yeah, my girl has been folding all these shirts. We got the power now, motherfuckers, it's where it belongs. You got that right. It's a little fun additive. The order's done. Check them out. All good. Got some stacks. I hope that this was a little bit informational mixed with kind of just an update as far as the print shop and kind of why and what it is and what we're doing and, you know, what it is and why. So from here, what I usually do, obviously clean up my mess, but save you guys that video content. I usually take a photo of everything and I put it on Instagram. So it's just kind of a fun way to market, you know, with the people that are working with us. So yeah. Blake, thanks for reaching out to us. Super happy to screen your order. And I got a few more tomorrow. I think it's Jake Elliott, 2 color. So yeah, the journey continues. But thank you guys. Hope this was a cool little update.
You know that